5 o'clock is our time. San Antonio's first news. Good Thursday morning. I'm Charity McCurdy. Among our top stories, we'll have the latest from the campaign trail, and an important nonstop flight is coming to Military City, USA. We'll have details, first traffic and weather together every 10 minutes in mornings. Your weather forecast for this Thursday: partly cloudy, a high near 80. Tonight's low near 60. Right now, a chilly 57 degrees. Vice President Kamala Harris talked about immigration policies and her record as a prosecutor during a Fox News exclusive interview. Here's Fox's Kristen Goodwin.
The vice president telling Fox's Brett Baer on Special Report.
Let me be very clear. My presidency will not be a continuation of Joe Biden's presidency.
Addressing 3 women allegedly killed by migrants in the U.S. illegally.
And I can't imagine the pain that the families of those victims have experienced.
Calling border security a priority.
I'm the only person who's running for president who has prosecuted transnational criminal organizations, from the Sinaloa cartel to the Guadalajara cartel, to people who have trafficked in guns, drugs, and human beings.
Stressing she takes going after people who pose a threat to the safety of Americans very seriously. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Meanwhile, former President Trump took part in a town hall last night on Univision addressing a Latino crowd in Miami. Trump defended his efforts on January 6 to overturn President Biden's 2020 election victory, efforts that led to a federal indictment.
That was a day of love from the standpoint of the millions. It's like hundreds of thousands. It could have been the largest group I've ever spoken before. They asked me to speak. I went and I spoke, and I used the term peacefully and patriotically.
The riot by Trump supporters that day left nearly $3 million worth of damage to the Capitol. Well, officials have no new information following the third day of searching for a missing woman in a Southeast Bexar County landfill. San Antonio police assisted Almas Park police yesterday in the ongoing search of the landfill in an effort to find out what became of Suzanne Clark Simpson. She was last seen a week ago Sunday. Her husband, Brad Simpson, was arrested last week on charges of domestic violence and also faces a federal weapons charge. The clock is ticking for a Palestinian man who's scheduled for execution tonight in a case that has grabbed national attention. LP Phillips reports.
It'll be up to the U.S. Supreme Court to decide whether to allow the execution of Robert Robertson to go ahead. The case has made news because there was evidence during the trial that Robertson killed his daughter in 2002 by severely shaking her. Experts have emerged to say shaken baby syndrome has been discredited and that Robertson should not be put to death. But in its filing, the state says the courts have already gone over this, but even removing shaken baby syndrome from the argument, the girl actually died from multiple blunt force injuries, and that Robertson has been shown to be a violent man. Supreme Court usually rules on day of death penalty cases late in the day.
And state legislators voted yesterday to subpoena Robert Robertson. It's unclear what impact that subpoena will have on the scheduled execution. San Antonio will soon have a direct flight to the nation's capital. Yesterday, the Department of Transportation gave American Airlines its approval to begin flying nonstops from San Antonio International to Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. The Fort Worth-based carrier hasn't yet announced.
Everybody, can you hear us out there, Bruce? Bruce, do you hear us? Can somebody let us know if you hear us, please?
We should stop this and restart it. So and EJ should restart it.
We're on. We're on.
I'm going to ask him.
All right, hang on, guys. We're trying to get EJ trained on this because Andrew's not here tomorrow, so we need to restart this whole thing. Okay? So bear with us, man.
Place dealing with these conditions. Louisiana and Oklahoma have also put out similar warnings. The disaster declaration covers 143 counties, including Bexar County. I'm Rex Oates, News Radio 1200 WOAI.